Hey, it's Brandon with RPG Overviews. I've got a massive Pay What You Want supplement to show you today on drivethrurpg, link down in the description. It's designed for use with old school essentials. It's called Age of Wonders by G. Bruce Mackenzie, and a little bit of art throughout it, but it's 170 pages, and this is usually a bit outside the scope of what I like to show on these RPG freebies videos. But I just want to let you see, there are lots of products out there that are much bigger than what you would expect for a pay what you want or a free uh, download. This thing's 170 pages. I mean, this was a ton of work. It may not have a bunch of art in it, but it's very thorough. This is a game of kind of science, fantasy, and space. So I can't show you everything that's in it, but you're going to need some certain books to play. Look at the table of contents here. Just absolutely thorough with what it's doing. It's got some history required books that you need from old school essentials, telling you about some of the mechanics, D20 and D6 rolls, your classic classes, but they're a little bit different, such as the dwarf is an ancient alien race, or humanoids are mutated humans, the descendants of a colonization effort to populate a hostile alien world. You've got the thief, you've got a robot with all its new class stuff here with their level progression and their upgrades. It just goes on and on. And like I said, here's equipment. While I can't go through everything, if you check this out and you like space stuff, you want to mix it with your old school essentials, with your fantasy, you've got space vessels here. It's got combat and everything you need for it. This is just a really well fleshed out addition to old school essentials in space. And like I said, I'm on page 32, and normally I would already think that this was a big product to put out at 30 some pages for Pay What You Want. Tons of stuff here. Like I said, not too much art, no big deal. And if you pick this up and you really like it, send some money their way. They've done a great job at just working hard to put this out. Here's space, like casting spells in space and how that's done. Some of the different spells and how they might be a little bit different. And there's a bunch of stuff here about space maps, how to understand them. So big kudos to them. Look at my own pocket space and the work that I put in on it, and then something like this is even just much bigger. This must have taken a lot of work to do. Dwarf planet moon table, random dungeon room contents, stargates. I'm just reading stuff as I go by. Space vessel encounter table, meteoroids, asteroids, space junk. If you're looking for some sort of space game with your old school essentials rule set, this looks like you've got it set with add in still your fantasy. Here's a bunch of creatures: eggmen, giant brains, grinders, gummy men. There's just a ton. It'd be nice to see a bunch of art for these, but I understand it's pay what you want, and it more than well shows in the amount of word count that we've got here. So blobs, I like that. That's pretty easy. Space kraken, system suckers. We've got some treasure here, even stuff up in space, and ancient gadget subtables. And then we're going to keep going. Known space. Here's a great map, letting you know that there's already a setting that's in this book that you can work with, maybe to get you started. The Bobo solar system. Bobo's a funny word. It just keeps going. I'm just scrolling. So that's cool. We got this outpost. That's pretty neat. Example dungeon outpost wolf iron. So yeah, there it is. Kudos to them for making this and putting out Pay What You Want. Very big product there. So there you go. There is Age of Wonders. It depicts a science fantasy future that blends magical energies, and it's got like space opera, stuff like that, planetary romance, and traditional treasure hunting elements of fantasy RPGs, with the unlimited variety of outer space exploration. So there you go, Age of Wonders. Thanks.